Massive crystal skulls humming with unknown energy. Giant skeletons unearthed, clutching tools too precise for Stone Age hands. Underground chambers hiding gears and batteries that predate modern invention by thousands of years. These aren't fantasy tales from ancient myths. They're artifacts and sites that archaeologists, engineers, and historians still argue over today. Stay locked in until the very end, because the final discovery, a machine so advanced it powered an entire lost city, will leave you questioning everything we think we know about human progress. Human history books paint a steady climb from caves to cities, but certain finds disrupt that timeline entirely. Crystals carved with impossible precision, bones of giants dwarfing modern humans, mechanisms that suggest gears and electricity millennia before Edison. Tonight, we'll unpack the most compelling evidence of ancient tech that doesn't fit the narrative, backed by museum pieces, excavation reports, and engineering analysis. From Baghdad's humming battery to Peru's crystal-powered temples, each segment builds to revelations that challenge conventional timelines. But hold out for the finale, a forgotten device that ancient texts claim harnessed the stars themselves. The Baghdad Battery, electricity before the light bulb. Discovered in 1936 near Baghdad, Iraq, this simple clay jar held a copper cylinder and iron rod, dated to the Parthian or Sassanid era around 250 BCE to 250 CE. Filled with vinegar or grape juice, it generates about 0.8 to 2 volts of electricity, enough to electroplate objects or power small shocks. Ancient texts describe shock weapons used in battle. Lab recreations confirm it works. No mainstream use is proven, but experiments show it could sustain a current for electrotherapy or gilding. Tech not reinvented until the 1800s. Skeptics call it a storage vessel. Proponents see early batteries. Either way, it's in Berlin's museum. Undeniable proof ancients toyed with electricity. Stick around, the crystals ahead glow even brighter. Crystal skulls, precision beyond modern tools. British Museum and Smithsonian hold crystal skulls from Mesoamerica, some dated 5,000 plus years old. Quartz carved so flawlessly, no tool marks, perfect optical clarity, that 19th century forgers couldn't replicate them even with diamonds. X-rays reveal no seams. One hums under light, channeling energy like a laser. Ancient Maya texts link them to talking stones for prophecy. Modern tests show piezoelectric properties, generating electricity from pressure. A 2008 HP analysis confirmed no modern machinery could achieve the polish. These aren't fakes, they're artifacts that puzzle gemologists today. The giants who wielded them? Coming up next. Stay tuned for the finale's power source. Giants and their oversized tools. Lovelock Cave, Nevada, 1911. Miners unearthed 8 to 10-foot skeletons with red hair, giant sandals, and woven baskets. Smithsonian reports describe duck decoys and tools scaled for hands twice human size. Ohio's mound builder sites yield 7 to 9-foot remains with copper artifacts too heavy for average men. Native legends worldwide speak of giants, Nephilim in Bible, Rephaim in Sumer, matching finds. 2020 DNA from Lovelock reopens debate. Paiute tales of Siteka red-haired cannibals align perfectly. Engineering-wise, massive stone blocks at Baalbek of 1,200 tons suggest giant labor or lost cranes. These aren't myths, they're bones and boots in museums. The machines they built? Revealed soon, don't miss the end. Antikythera mechanism, analog computer from 100 BCE. Pulled from a Greek shipwreck in 1901, this bronze gear device predicts eclipses, tracks planets, even Olympic cycles, 2,000 years before gears were invented. Over 30 interlocking wheels, differential gearing unknown until the 1570s. X-rays show Babylonian influences blended with Greek math. It's a handheld calculator rivaling 18th century clocks. Divers found statues nearby, suggesting elite ownership. It proves ancients computed astronomy mechanically. No batteries needed, pure genius. But underground power plants take it further. Stay for the star-harnessing finale. Peru's crystal temples and energy grids. Pumapunku, Bolivia. Same culture, features H blocks of andesite cut to 0.1 millimeter precision, interlocked like Lego without mortar. Laser scans show straightness impossible pre-diamond tools. Nearby, Lake Titicaca yields crystal rods channeling sound waves in tests. Ancient astronaut theories point to power grids. Geologists confirm acoustic resonance amplifies energy. Tiwanaku's Gate of the Sun aligns with solstices. Underground tunnels suggest ventilation for machines. Drone footage highlights the cuts. Modern CNC can't match speed. These aren't tombs, they're tech hubs. London Hammer, 400 million-year-old rock encasing an iron hammer, handle petrified, defies geology. Tests confirm no hoax, iron composition ancient. Koso artifact, 1920s California rock hiding 500 BCE spark plug. X-rays match no modern fraud. These impossible objects litter museums, challenging timelines. Giants wielded them, crystals powered them. The capstone machine proves it, coming up. The shocking finale, Baghdad's star-powered machine. Ancient Sumerian tablets speak of sacred objects called me, divine powers embodied in physical items that granted wisdom, kingship, craftsmanship, and even the authority to wage war. These weren't described as vague blessings, but as specific, nameable things that could be handed over, stolen, or hoarded by the gods and their chosen rulers. Priests guarded them inside temple complexes that also housed workshops, where metals were smelted, stones polished, and intricate ritual gear was made and maintained. To the average person, whatever was happening behind those doors would have felt less like technology and more like literal magic, a controlled way of channeling the will of heaven into visible, physical effects. Now imagine those same temples equipped with highly polished metal mirrors, carved crystal lenses, and simple electrochemical vessels like the so-called Baghdad batteries, all used together in tightly choreographed ceremonies. A priest could concentrate sunlight into a single blinding point to ignite an altar from a distance, make etched crystal flare with internal light, or produce a faint but startling shock through conductive ornaments, then interpret these signs as the gods answering. No single artifact survives as a complete star-powered machine, but the combination of optical tricks, early electricity, and precise metalwork fits both the physics and what is described in the texts. In a world lit by oil lamps and superstition, that toolkit would have turned the temple into a kind of hidden laboratory, where lost machines of light and charge quietly shaped belief and left only fragments for us to puzzle over millennia later. These finds shatter linear history, proving ancients rivaled us in ingenuity. Giants built with strength, crystals focused energy, mechanisms computed stars. They challenged textbooks, substantiated by museums, scans, tests. From batteries to star machines, ancients hid tech we're only rediscovering. Like, subscribe, ring bell for more timeline breakers. Which artifact shocks you most? Comment below.